So I was getting some flack for not having done anything for 3 days. And I was getting some flack for my microphone not working properly. So hopefully you can all hear me now. I wasn't sure what to do today. And then I just got home from taking my dog for a walk. Someone said I should be playing some jazz music. I'll work on that for next time, but I don't have any jazz music right now. But in any event, I wasn't sure what to do today. So then I thought, hold on, I gotta fix this. So then I was thinking it because as I got home this evening from taking my dog for a walk, there he is, right there, right there. I can't do that right there. Oh, see, his ears just went up. So anyway, I was walking my dog, and I was thinking about um, letter I got from my son today from boot camp, and as you can see, it's very cool and starts off, "Dear Father." Um, I won't read the whole thing, but there it is. And um, I was recalling back when I was around his age, and when I was in even younger. I was very young, and I got home and I from walking the dog, and I decided to write him a letter again because I wrote him one this afternoon after I read his, and then I just wrote him another one. Um, and I was thinking back to when I was young, um, younger than him even, and I started writing my grandmothers. Well, mostly my one grandmother, but then as I went off to college and when I would spend my summers in New England, I was thinking about I would write my other grandmother. I wrote them both quite a bit. And I have all those letters. I have every one of those letters sitting in a chest and like a trunk in my basement. And as you can see, my dog is having an issue back there. Let's just all watch him for a moment because that's what everyone's interested in. He has to get just comfortable enough. He's going to check out the blanket. There's something up there that's of interest to him, and I don't know what it is, but he's very distracting to me, so I can only imagine how distracting he is to you. Up now he's going to leave and go out and lay on his bed on the landing. So, in any event, I was thinking back to how much letter writing I did as a kid, and when I would go away to school or when I would go away for the summers, and um, especially to both my grandmothers and then also to just friends because we didn't have texts and we didn't have emails, and so we had to actually sit and write a letter. And um, getting letters from my son now that he's in boot camp, I kind of forgotten how much we love writing, or how much we love getting, not writing, but we love getting letters in the mail. But you got to write them to get them. And um, and I'm really enjoying writing him. I write him every day, um, but it's such a lost thing. So much of what we know about people in the past is by the letters that they left behind. Like they write letters to someone else, and that person then keeps those letters, and then when they die or get older, they pass them on, and then we get to read people's thoughts and we get to know what they really thought. I don't think we're going to do that with emails, and I don't think we're going to do that with texts. You know, people might write beautiful emails or texts and they may save them, but when they're gone, they're going to be on some server somewhere. We're not going to see them. We're not going to know about them. And so, as I was writing him tonight, I was just writing and telling him how much, I was just still thinking about his letter, and I reread it a couple of times, and um, I just wrote him back that like how much of a lost blessing that is. It's just something special about getting a letter in the mail, And there's something special about someone taking the time to sit down and handwrite out or even type. I type some of my letters to him, but that's largely because um, my handwriting's so sloppy. But if I'm sending a short one, I'll write it by hand. But to just write down their feelings and their thoughts, and then to put that in an envelope, and then to send it off, um, and then just how excited we get when we get something in the mail from someone who took time to write us a letter and share their feelings, and it's just not the same as when someone sends you a nice text, which is nice, which is cool, but it's not as special. And so that's kind of my thoughts for tonight. We're like, the uniqueness and the specialness of a handwritten or even a typed letter put in the mail and then sent off to someone, and then the joy that they receive when they get it, and how excited they are, like, oh my gosh. And um, like I said, I've all day I've just been thinking about this letter from my son, and rereading it several times, and I will file that away and keep that forever. But we don't go back and look at texts from 5 years ago that someone might have sent us that was really nice. And we don't go back and look at emails that someone may have sent us from 5 years ago that was really nice. But 5, 10 years from now, I may still be going through and digging through some things. I may pull these letters out and reread those and remember how special that moment was. So if anyone's watching this, I don't know why you would be, but if anyone's watching it, I encourage you to do that. Whether it's a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle or a sibling that's far away, don't just send them a text. Don't just send them an email. Um, I have a whole thing over here of like cards and postcards and different types of stationery and stuff that I kind of try to change it up. But get something and just handwrite. It doesn't have to be long. Handwrite someone, hey, how are you? I am fine. It's usually how it starts. And just share your day. Share what's going on in your life. Share that you're thinking about them. Because that's truly what the gift is the fact that you were thinking about them. And when they're reading that, to know that it's traveled the distance and it's traveled the miles, and now they're reading it, it's so much more special than just a text or an email. So try that. See how it goes. Um, and that might not be sexy and glamorous, and people might not be like, wow. But I bet the people you send it to, it will mean something to them. So, anyway, I don't know. That's all I got. I'll try and get the music for tomorrow, or I don't know, something more exciting. But anyway, see ya.